Hit it, Johnny.
No one's on the street, but we've got to eat. Just don't know where to
Who
begin.
knows? I don't know.
Got time on our hands, nice pots and pans, plenty of tonic and gin. So while you're at home, just put down that phone, grab your girl. or
What
grab
up,
your
Jamie?
friend, 'cause it's time
These Catafice in the house.
for Eats with Ella.
Hello, Lizzie. What's going on over there in Toledo, Ohio? Hey, Nine Toes. What's going on, guys? It's Friday. We made it, Priscilla. We sure did. It's Friday. Hey, Bonnie, what's going on over there? She's down in Spring. It's Bonnie. Spencerville. That's where she's at. Hi, Michelle Buckland. Is Rob coming to class? He's going to learn something about his meat today. Smoking meat, people. We are smoking it up in here, Mike Mazer. Hell yeah, we are. So last night, I started smoking Gidget. I put a pork butt on the smoker. I prepped another one, so I'm going to walk you guys through this. Hi, Carol Rozak. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Trisha. What's going on? And I'm going to, hey, Sue Wolfpenny. I'm going to show you guys what we got going on. Oh, look, Ken Catafias is in class. Ken is the sponsor of this smoking class. So give me the thumbs up for Ken Catafias. Throw him up there. Hey, Jen, welcome to class. Denise Kane, what's happening, sister? All right, so here's the deal.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Tracy Britton. I am going to wash our paws. Hello, Suzanne K. Cook is watching, Jen. It's Friday.
Say hi.
Hi. All right, turn it on, Johnny. Hit it.
I'm sorry.
Johnny, next
I'm
man.
trying to pull up the street.
Okay.
No one's on the street, but
He's good.
just don't know where to
Hey, Dad Augustine. I thought you were working today. Mamacita, Brianna Runkle. Dude, this is where you're going to learn what to do with that magic dust, sister. Sue Powers. Hi, Sue Wolf. Sue Wolf says hi, Johnny and Jen. All right, paws are clean, Johnny. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, kids, I'm going to show you what I got going on from last night. It was a long night for Ella. I was up long time. Man in the smoker. So here's the deal. Obviously, I don't have a wood smoker here, Wyla Dean, but I do have an electric smoker on my patio. And it's a little cabinet smoker. I don't know, Jen, what do you think? Like 4 foot high? Yeah.
About 3.5.
3.5, yeah, 4 foot high maybe. But I can put in some pork butt. So I'm going to show you what I did. This is one that I prepped last night. So here's the thing. You'll notice in my recipe, you're going to use brown sugar and you're going to use the magic dust. How does this look, kids? This is sat overnight in the fridge, and we took it out an hour ago. Now, before you put it on the smoker, let's talk smoking. Because there ain't nothing like smoking, Johnny Paulsa. I remember when I first taught Johnny how to smoke. And that was like, he made the best golden chicken ever. And that was over there in Toledo, Ohio, Point Place. I was blown away. He was blown away by the smoke on the chicken. It was gorgeous. Hello, Mary. What's going on, sister? So here's the deal. You pull this out. You let this go over in the fridge overnight. In a Ziploc or in Saran. Wrap it up. What you're essentially doing is you're opening up all these spices and they're permeating this meat. Hello, Karen Willis. So as they're permeating overnight, we then take this out an hour before you get your smoker prepared. So get your smoker up to temperature. Take this out an hour before then. In between, it's got to be out for an hour. Because here's the thing. You'll reduce your smoking time by 1 hour if you let this rest on the counter. So what that is essentially doing is the internal temperature of the meat will come up. And again, you'll reduce your time by smoking. Hello, Barry. What's going on over there in Canada? So this is what it looks like. This one's ready to go into the smoker now. And I'm going to set this aside and hand this off to Jen. Jen, can you take this, please? Jen?
What's my name?
Jan?
Say it again.
Jan. You know who I was thinking of. Jeannie. Okay, so here's what we got. This is what it looks like, kids, after she's been smoked. Look at this. Now, she's been out. See the smoke come? Or see, actually, it's just the steam. She's been resting. I took her out right before class, probably about what, Jen, 45 minutes ago?
Yes.
So she's pretty rested. So I'm going to show you how I shred this up. Now let's talk smoking, kids. Smoking to me is low and slow. You want to show it love. You want to go low and slow, Liz Brown, because you are downtown. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of downtown, I learned a lot about smoking in downtown Toledo at an event called the Rib Off, but we're going to get to that, the dish on the dish. So here's the deal. You want to wiggle the bone out, just like this. This comes off like this. See the steam coming off the bone? Now you know this is she's ready to roll. So this is probably going to be really hot to some people's hands, but not to my hands because I have, like, I think asbestos hands. Isn't that what we call them, Jen?
Yes.
Yeah, so we shred it. Now on my truck I have claws. Some people can buy the claws where you wear them and you just shred it up. So you can do the same thing with a big fork. Just hold it like this and shred it right down, okay? Now, look at how juicy, kids. Can you smell this? Let me show you the bark. Let me show you the bark on this meat. Can you see that? Now that's a good bark. Look at the smoke. See the smoke ring? How about that? Give me the hearts if you can see that stuff. This is a good one. What do we got, Jen? Hey, Jeff Davies, I knew you weren't missing this class, my man. You better get on the train for some dust. What's going on, Sue Powers? You remember the Rib Off, don't you? Long hours at the Rib Off. Hi, Nancy. How's it going? Terry Parker Reynolds, what's going on, sister? And Lantha Davis is in the house today. All right, so we're going to break this up. Suzanne K. Cook, you're going to get some of this pulled pork, sister. Wait till you try this. So I'm just going to shred it like this, as you can see. It's just shredding. So here's the gig. Here's the dish on this meal here. I love to smoke, and I think it goes back, actually I know it goes back to my childhood with my father in my grandma's backyard, my Grandma Dudek. There's always something going on in my Grandma Dudek's backyard. Fish, fowl, deer, I don't know, maybe a goose or two, maybe a duck from a pond over there in, I don't know, Dorr Street. So there was always something going on. My dad and my uncle built a smoke shack in the back. Now, in modern day society, we probably wouldn't be able to allowed to have a smoke shack that was built like this in the city of Toledo. I'm just going to guess. So here's the deal. My dad would smoke fish. He'd smoke anything. And so the love for that and hanging out with that, my dad helped me cooking. So I would smoke with my dad, and I would go into this little smoke shack, and it was literally made out of plywood, and they had a fire in the middle, and we would hang fish around the ceiling, and we would smoke. How about that, Julie Lubinsky Wormley? How's that going for you? So we would smoke over there on Vale Street in Julie's neighborhood. I'm pretty sure, Julie, you couldn't put that in your backyard today. So we're going to break this up. So that's the gig. I love to smoke. Then I came across an event in Northwest Ohio called the Rib Off. But I came across this woman named Shelley Crosley who asked me to volunteer for this Rib Off. I had no idea volunteering for this Rib Off 1 year would turn into 21 years later with that event. I volunteered for the Rib Off at Toledo or Northwest Ohio for 21 years. At one point, at the end of it, I ended up owning it for a hot second, but that's a whole nother story. So, anyways, the whole gig with this is I was exposed to national ribbers. I got an education for 20-some years in barbecue that people can't even go to school and get. I had a free education, Johnny. You know what that's called?
Free education.
No, that's called an internship, unpaid. That's what that's called. So, by my volunteering, I was exposed to people like Butch LaPerna, who was a national ribber, God rest his soul, who was all over this country, winning huge awards. He showed me how to make a rub. He showed me what he did with his rubs. Some of these guys became my good friends. What do you got, Jen?
Riley Dean would like to know if it can be cooked in the oven with liquid smoke. They have a charcoal grill, but no luck smoking anything.
So, Wiley Dean, have you tried smoking on the charcoal grill? Because you can set up a little, in the corner, you can set up a little wood pile and keep adding the water to it and make your own smoker. You can do it like that, or you can get a little smoker box for your grill, for your charcoal. And you can turn it into something like that. But yes, you can put it in the oven and use liquid smoke. But if you're going to use liquid smoke, Wiley Dean, use it very sparingly. Because that stuff there, Whew. That stuff has got some smoke to it. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk smoky flavor. That's some smoky flavor. All right, Jed. Look, I got it broke down.
Beautiful.
How's it looking? Hi, Tim, Barry. What's happening, my man? Mary Elizabeth. Love you, sister. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Amy Conley. Hope you're feeling better, sister. Margot. Good to have you. I love your little comments, Margot, with the stuff you send me. Renee. What's going on? How about this, kids? There you have it. Shredded pulled pork. Now, check this. Watch what I do with this. We're going to set this aside. Now, Jen, if you could hand me that setup over there, I'd like to show the kids how we do a little presentation on this guy. And then I'm going to show you a quick little recipe for some cobbler, because ain't nothing going good better than cobbler with some pulled pork. But it's not just peach cobbler, because we didn't have no peaches, and we're ballers on a budget, so I found some mango in the pantry. So let me put this together for you guys. The sauce is coming up nicely. So I made my sauce. So Ella's sauce, the bourbon blueberry mango sauce that I use, that I make, is a special sauce. It's taken me years to perfect it, but I've served a lot of barbecue with it. What do you got, Jen?
Mike Mazer would like to know what's the temperature for the meat.
The temperature for the meat on the smoker is 225 for 12 hours with applewood. I use applewood, because there ain't nothing better than applewood that goes with pork, or cherry wood. Cherry wood also goes with this pork. So let me get a little sauce on here so you can see this. Because this is amazing. Oh yeah. Who doesn't want this for lunch? Look at that, kids. Hi, Sydney Zunk. Give me the thumbs up for this goodness right here on a plate. How about that? Hold on, Johnny. I got to clean that edge because Marcy's going to say something. I got a big blob right there of barbecue sauce. We don't want any problems in the class. You know. Let's see. Okay, here we go. How's it look now, kids? It's clean, Marcel. All right. Oh, it smells so good. I'm telling you right now, this house, this whole neighborhood, I stunk up the whole neighborhood. I'll be stinking it up for another 12 hours because I'm going to put this one on, and then we're going to pay it forward. We're going to throw and sprinkle the barbecue around on this Friday and make everybody's happy weekend beginning. What do we got, Jen? Hi, Corey. What's going on, my nephew-in-law? Hi, Diane Mazer-Dooley. What's happening? John Canfeld, we're going to be talking as soon as I get to the Angels, dude. I need you to stay in class with me. Hi, Marianne. What's happening, PO, Purchasing Officer? Christina Roach, what's going on? And Marilyn, what's happening, sister? So we put this guy just like this. Oh, and get yourself a nice little brioche bun with that. That's how we serve it on the truck. Now, we also put a kale salad on top of this, a kale slaw that I like to put on here. And we also smoke jackfruit on our truck. And that's for our vegan friends. And you know what? Probably next week, we're going to smoke some jackfruit on the truck, okay? So I'll show you guys how to smoke jackfruit. It will have the same consistency of this pork, and you'll be amazed by it. All right, so let's get to that. We did that. We're going to do this next. All we need is 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar in a bowl. This is great. You just mix this guy up like this, and here's what we're going to make. We're making the base of the cobbler, Johnny. That's all we're doing. So then you take this guy, put him in the 405. For you guys, 350. We're going to be cooking on the 405 because by the time this is over, I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right, here we go. So we're going to throw this guy right in here. Got a little tin pan going on. And the great thing about using tin, Jen, is that we can give it away and it doesn't have to ever come back because it just goes to the garbage. So we're going to put this just like this. That's our batter for the bottom, okay? That's your base right there. That guy goes in there. And then we take this guy. Now listen, baller on a budget, people. No peaches, but I got some mango because you can't even find fresh mango, nor can you find frozen mango. Can you, Jen?
Not at all.
We went looking.
People are smoothie happy.
Smoothie happy people. Smoothie happies. So this guy and the goodness of the juice is going to go right in here like this. Let me grab a spoon. What do we got, Jen? Who's in class? Oh, we got. Hi, Karen. How's it going, sister? Hi, Tom Perbilski. How you doing, cuz? Heather Kistler. What's happening? Jill Murphy. Dude, we still haven't done our TikTok yet. We have to do it together. Hi, Cynthia. What's going on? And who is it?
Melody.
Melody. How's it going, Melody?
And hi, Kate Swartz. She just joined in.
Hi, Kate. How's it going? So we're just going to put this on like this, you guys. This is a quick, easy dessert. Blow some people's minds. You know, don't touch it. Don't stir it. Just throw it in. What do you got?
Did you cover the internal temperature of the meat for Mike Mazer?
Oh, you're going to go to 190, please. 190 on the internal. When you get to the internal temperature of 190, your pork is finished. 190. Okay? So, we've talked about the dish. We've talked about the rib off. That rib off was something, wasn't it, Jen?
Yes, it was.
We took that rib off from the Promenade Park to the fairgrounds with National Entertainment. Hi, Chuck K. Dude, you should smell this house, my man. Hi, Ron.
Did you spatchcock the meat?
Did I spatchcock for Chuck? He wants to know. No, Chuck, there's no spatchcocking in this recipe, but I'm going to come up with another recipe so your new activity of spatchcocking doesn't go unnoticed. Actually, everybody's noticing your new activity of spatchcocking. So, you guys know the dish on the dish. Oh, and I want to talk about the local ribbers you guys have over there in Northwest Ohio, like James McDay. James has been doing the rib off for a long, long, long time. He's a personal friend of mine, so go see him at We Are Ribs. He's a great guy. He's got 2 locations and 2 trucks over there now. And he'll tell you the rib off. If it wasn't for the rib off, he'd say, Ella, I don't know where we would be. And then Eric Sitter from Sidelines. Eric, the first year that guy came into the rib off, I said to him, I know ribs and you're gonna win. And I said, and if you win, you're gonna need a restaurant. Guess what? He won. And then I made him break dance on stage when we gave him the trophy. Because he said, if I win, Ella, I will break dance. Well, he broke dance. He broke something. So I want to say to all those people that I met throughout the rib-off and in Northwest Ohio, and just being a good volunteer and having citizenship for my community, I have lifelong friends from this event from years. If I could wear the smell of barbecue, I would put it on as cologne. That's the kind of woman I am. You know what I'm probably the only woman who's ever going to say that. Jen's looking at me like,
I think it's funny.
I walked out today out of the shower and I go, man, this house smells good. It smells like barbecue. And she's like, it's probably you. Well, because, I was up all night tending the smoker. So, citizenship, kids, that's what I'm talking about. So let's talk about the Angels today. Johnny, you want to talk Angels?
Sure.
Okay, don't be so excited about the Angels. Here's what I got. Let's talk about the Blue Angels, Jen. The guys that fly the big planes, the big fighter jets. So the Blue Angels, and I think the 180th over there, maybe Northwest Ohio, did flyovers. Everybody's doing flyovers yesterday and today for the essential frontline workers in formation, and it's a salute to them. The cool thing that they did over here yesterday as they flew through Temecula was they flew over Temecula Valley Hospital, and one of my friends put up on Facebook, it's nice to live and work so close to the hospital that when the jets flew over, or the big planes flew over, they could hear the frontliners cheering back to them in appreciation for them saying, hey, thank you, in appreciation to show you that we're flying over. These guys were on the roofs of buildings waving back to the pilots. That's pretty cool. That makes you feel pretty good. So 180th, Marcy said, went over every hospital over there. That's really cool. Over here, they went from Santa Monica all the way up and down the coast and looped back around. And that's what the Blue Angels will do this afternoon. So I want to give it up to all the frontline workers still out there getting the salutes and the stuff that they need. But I will say this, it takes more than doctors and nurses in those hospitals, people. Give it up for everybody that is working in those 4 walls. I mean, seriously, because I didn't want to be there. Nobody else wants to be there either. You know what I mean? Okay. So give me the hearts for these guys. And then I want to talk about the industry of the service workers. My friends who own restaurants, my friends who are food truckers, my friends who are bartenders, anybody that I know in the service industry. A friend of mine put up on Facebook today that they're going to be opening over there soon in Ohio. And he just said, please be kind and let us work the bugs out. Just give us a minute. And I thought about that. And it's going to take a moment. It's going to take a moment for all of us to go back to business and realize how we have to do business now. So I want you to, and the beer truckers, there you go, Murph, the beer truckers too. I want you guys to realize that these people are going back to work in new circumstances. Your meal's not coming out of that kitchen faster, people. Expediting to the front of the house has changed. You're not going to get the meal as fast as you want it. You're going to have to sit in your saddle for a minute and just relax. Don't go out with a bad attitude and then spread it, because it's just going to bring down the people that are trying to make a living. And I want to thank all the people that are going back to work in the service industry, who can go back to work in the service industry and that are doing it. So give it up for those people, because all the bartenders, mixologists, food truckers, beer truckers, anybody that has anything to do, Cisco Foods, people that are delivering to these businesses that are going back into business. And let's not just forget that service industry. Let's remember my friends that are cutting hair and doing manicures, not these manicures, but you know what I'm saying. These people also, Dawn Newton, Lillibridge, how you doing, have to go back to doing business in a different way. So we also have to give them extra time to clean their station, get ready for the next customer. We have to be vigilant. I said to Jen, I feel like I can't go to the store and browse through the aisle anymore. Like, I browse through the aisle anyways, but I will say this. People are pushing people around, and it's not nice. So just give somebody an extra minute. That's all they need, an extra minute. Be kind to all the people that are coming back to work in new conditions that we all have to adjust to, because believe me, ain't nobody going to raise their hand in this class that says, yeah, Ella, I love change. Change is the best thing that can happen in my life. I do, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not normal people, and some people don't like it at all. So we just got to roll with it. You know what I mean? What do we got, Jen? Hi, Trish Donnelly. What's going on? Tana Archer, Robin Taylor Hogue. Hi, Dawn Lillibridge. And Caitlin. Caitlin's watching. How's the baby? That little nugget. He's a cutie patootie. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about today for the angels, I need you guys to be angels. Everybody in this class, there's 45 people in this class right now, and anybody that watches this video, I need you to be angels for me and John Canfeld. John Canfeld, I'm calling this to arms because John and I were deeply affected by the arts program at Whitmer High School. Deeply affected. We were in commercial art together at the Vocational Center in 85 and 86. He graduated 85, I graduated 86. But it's a 2-year program. I found out this morning that Whitmer High School wants to cut the design graphics program. What is this craziness? How can this be? I know money's tight, and I'm going to get on my soapbox for one moment here. Money is tight, but I'm going to say this to all the Board of Education people. Arts should not be the first to go. Nope, it should not. Because this class is a viable class that teaches children, adolescents, a future. It may spark something in these kids for art. We need artists. The world would be a very, very, very limited place without art. It'd be a very sad place. So, don't cut the artists. We need to cut something else over there at Whitmer High School. You all need to be good angels for me and be good citizens and drop these people a line. And here's the people on your Board of Education. Mr. Bannister, Mrs. Garcia, Mark Hughes, Thomas Ilstrap, and Karen Mayfield. You need to look these people up on Washington Local's website, and you need to send them an email from me and say, do not get rid of this arts program. This is a viable program to teach children. You could come to California and be an animator. How can they say that this is not a viable program any longer? Keep this man's job. And I don't even know who the teacher is over there anymore. Mr. Seed, I'm sure he's dearly departed the face of the earth by now. But if it wasn't for that man, I would have never had my start in printing. Never. I would have never owned By Ella screen printing. I would have never picked up an airbrush and learned how to use it if it wasn't for this guy. He was a strict man. And he was a precise guy, but he changed my life, and so did art. So do not cut the art program at Whitmer High School. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. Thank you for listening to that. Now, and my thought of the day is, if you want to be a good citizen, because citizenship is everything to me. When you're in the 4th grade and you get the award that says good citizenship, that means something. I saw some kids in the class of 2020 who put out their awards that they got on their table and took photos. Good citizenship is still an award. Who knew? I didn't. I think it's great. And you know what good citizenship means, kids? It means to contribute to your community without expecting reward or admiration from others, because you're just doing it and you're a good person. How about that? Citizenship. I think if we all go back to what a good citizenship person is, and we all started living like that again, we'd be a lot better off. We could take a minute and breathe. People would be giving. It would continue to share the love and spread the love, right? Just good citizenship. Take a moment. You can still smile. Say hi to people. I know it blows people away out here. California is different. California is very different. When I first got here, I talk to everybody. I still talk to everybody. I don't care. I'm a Midwest girl. We're friendly. That's what I tell people when they're like, you're not from here. I'm like, oh no, I'm not from here. I'm from a place where we look people in the eye and we say, hey, how's it going? Have a great day. And smile and go about your day. That's all we have to do. We need to all remember this. Good citizenship. Spread it around. What's going on, Jen? Hi, Amberonis. Amberonis is out of court. She's in class today. Good to hear. Hi, Sherry Harris. What's going on? Are we going back to work soon? How are you? Phyllis Boroff?
Boroff?
Rob, you came to class. Did you see what we did with the meat, dude? Pulled pork, Sammy. Hi, Pam Jenkins. What's going on? Lucille Bolick, how you doing, honey? How's it going? And Irish McRowan. I know who you are. My little softball friend. How's it going? So, that's all I'm saying. Good citizenship. That's all we need. And if we teach our kids this, and we teach them to be patient, kind, and courteous, they will be good citizens. Don't you think, Jen?
Yes.
I think that's all we need. And that's all we need. Good citizenship from peoples. I love it. And remember this. Faith, hope, and love, gratitude. We still got them all. Can't get rid of those four. Nope. Still got them. Hi, Elise. How's it going? Good to have you in class. So today, the cleanup songs, Jen helped me with this one. Ready, Jen?
Which one?
Put a little love in your life.
Put a little love in your heart.
Put a little love in your heart. There you go. And so the original Put a Little Love in Your Heart was done by Jackie DeShan. But we found one from Anne Murray. And I know that there's some people that are my age that remember their much older siblings playing Anne Murray or their mother. I'm sure of it. Maybe, Jen, your mom played that?
My mom sure did.
I'm sure that my mother played it too. So, put a little love in your heart. Listen to the words, kids. This song was in 1964, and these words still apply today. Put a little love in your heart. I know, Rob. I love smoking meat too. I'm telling you, dude, I'd take a bath in the smell of this house right now if I could. That smells so good. All right. And then the next song is, I love this band. Who doesn't love this band? You too. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Friday. Fire up your grill, fire up your smoker, make some meat, smoke some meat, do whatever you need to do to your meat, but just have a good day. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day. And you two are great guys to work with. And I once got a set of drumsticks from Larry Mullen Jr. that he autographed and handed to me. So, and the edge is pretty cool. So, and the next song would be Bob Marley, One Love. Because you can't have a smoking class without Bob Marley. Can ya? Ken Catafias. And then, this one is a great song. I exposed Jen to this song. She never heard this song. The Double Dutch Bus. Now, kids, you're going to say, what is double dutch? Double dutch is an old jump rope thing. I never did it. I jump rope, but I could never double dutch. I'd probably fall on my face. But the double dutch bus will get you up out of your seat and moving and cleaning up the kitchen. You will have a blast. And that guy's name is Frankie Smith. The Double Dutch Bus. And then the last song for the cleanup songs are, actually this is the last one, is Early in the Morning by the Gap Band. Get up in early in the morning. You know that one? That's another one that'll get you up moving. Uh-huh. What is Cataphias saying to me? So, does anybody got any questions about the smoking class?
It's actually Lisa Pastor, and she's saying, "Oh Lord."
Hold on, let me check the oven. Oops, fork down.
Fork down.
Fork down. Let me check it out. Oh yeah. She's setting up, kids. All right, so we got anything else? The double Dutch bus. There you go. Look at Wiley Dean knows what the double Dutch bus is. Mm-hmm. She knows she dumped the double Dutch. Jen, did you ever do that?
No, I couldn't do double Dutch.
Fall on your face, double Dutch.
I had a double Dutch coach try to get me on the team, but I wasn't interested.
I had no idea there were double Dutch teams.
Yeah.
I must have been on the track team.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a family.
Let's
center
go
thing.
on. All right, I want to give up my thank yous. I always say thank you for coming to class. So here's the deal. If this isn't done off the 405, I'll post photos of the mango cobbler. And if you want to know anything about the smoking class, hit me up. I am me. I'll let you guys know the answers to all your smoking questions. I would like to smoke some ribs. I got some short ribs, beef short ribs, Jen, that we're going to smoke this afternoon.
I can't wait.
Those are going to be our dinner tonight. All right. So here's my thank yous to my cameraman, mix master, and sanitation engineer, Johnny. How the hell do I wear this cap and gown, Pulsa? What do you got going on today, Johnny?
Cap and gown pickup.
Cap and gown pickup. We're getting closer to Tuesday, where we get to see the cap and gown. And then, that's all you got? You're not streaming?
No.
Nothing else? Okay. Well, we're going to figure out how to put that cap and gown on you today. What do you got, Jen?
Who was it?
You can use frozen fruit, Bonnie.
Iolantha asked if the butt's cooked in the oven, how long?
Okay, so if the butt's cooked in the oven, you're going to go to, I would still do it low and slow with that smoke so, you can permeate the meat. So I would do like 225, 250, and you're going to have to, depending on if it's an 8-pounder, probably 12, maybe 10 hours, maybe 8 hours. But I'm going to look it up for you and I'll let you know on that for sure. All right, Jen, remind me of that.
Okay.
All right. And then I want to thank, I got to thank Jen because she's going to remind me of that question. And she's the producer of the show. She's the kitchen flipper. She's the shipper manager. And she's the scales that keep the situation rolling here. Thank you, Jen. To my wife, I love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And to Michael Orland and all his friends, thank you for our little ditty that we got going on here. It makes us laugh, and I'm glad that people are singing it in the kitchen because that makes me smile and laugh. It makes my heart warm. To all the angels fueling and funneling these classes, for all your donations, Ken Cataphias, thank you for sponsoring this class and bringing out the love, my love for smoking. I love to smoke. And so, to you guys watching these videos, if you can keep sharing these videos and passing them along and sharing these recipes, we can keep building a bigger bridge, a love through food. And that's what I'm hoping comes from all of this. I mean, this is the 29th class. It took us 29 classes, Jen, and we got to smoking. But we did it, and it took us 29 classes, and I don't even know how many weeks we've been doing this now. But it seems like a normal routine to me. Does it seem normal to you, Jen?
Yes.
I'm not even asking Johnny.
Thank you.
So I just want to say, please keep sharing the love and spreading the word of these videos and, paying it forward. And we're going to put up a new contest, Jen, so we can get to the 2,500 classmates. Isn't that what we're doing?
What about the cobbler, though?
Oh, let me check the cobbler. Is that somebody asking?
Yeah.
Let me check the cobbler. Hold on, kids. Oh, what time are we at? Oh, we're early today.
Hi, Half Pint.
Hi, Half Pint. She's setting up, kids. She's probably got about another 5 minutes on the 405 on the cobbler. But I will post photos because we're going to do a nice presentation of that. Do we have any ice cream left, Johnny?
No.
I didn't see that on the shopping list. All right. So I will post the photos of the cobbler, of the mango cobbler. And I think this will pair beautiful with our pulled pork sandwich that has the blueberry bourbon mango barbecue sauce already on it. So it's going to be a nice little mango lunch. And mango's healthy for you. Mango's a good thing. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are blessed by you and to have you in our home every day. Thank you. Keep smiling. People are going to wonder what's happening. Keep building the bridge with us and keep spreading the love with the recipe and the videos. Thank you. Hit it, Johnny.
No one's on the street, but we've got to eat. Just don't know where to begin. Got time on our hands,
Right there.
nice pots and pans, plenty of tonic and gin. So while you're at home, just put down that phone, grab your girl, or nab your fella.
Or grab this
'Cause
sandwich.
it's time for Eats with Ella.
All right, kids, keep smiling. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.